my gosh. This is Guzo Cafe. We opened about 6 months ago. The address is 800 South 12th Street. We've been here about 6 months. This is my journey. Journey means Guzo in Ethiopia. So this is my journey to opening up Guzo. So what inspired me to open this cafe was that, like I said, my dad passed away about, was going to be 5 years in June.
Okay.
And I went to Ethiopia for the first time. Just kind of like wanted to feel connected to him, where he came from, kind of learn my background a little bit, his background. And when I went there, coffee and food was served everywhere. You know, that was like their hospitality. That was how they greeted people.
Yeah.
Was just by offering them coffee, tea, food. It's like you're not even allowed to say no, you know?
Yes.
So it was, and I think that's what comes with like us eating with our hands, eating with people. And we don't even feel right eating alone, which I don't. I always wait for somebody to come eat with me. But yeah, so that's the whole point of like, that's the journey of opening up
Nice.
cafe, with like finding out my roots. That's why I call it Guzo. The Guzo means journey.
Yeah.
So it was like the journey to Ethiopia, but here in Bella Vista.
Okay.
So I just want to give people a piece of Ethiopia, but here in Philadelphia and America.
And it was a great decision.
Thank you.
Because honestly, I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm happy I'm here.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
How, because for the typical American, like Ethiopian food is very different, especially when it comes to eating with your hands. How do you go about like sticking to the authenticity of Ethiopian cuisine?
So we do offer like, you know, like so the way I do it modern. I do also do it like the traditional way, because some people just prefer to have, you know, use knives and forks, which I understand. You know what I mean? Because we grew up here. My daughter pretty much doesn't really like eating with her hands, but she grew up with me, so she's like, okay, no, this is the culture, and I try to, you know, teach her that way. But at the same time, like, you know, to each his own. But the culture way, the traditional way, is to eat with your hands. But I do serve the injera on the side for my customers, so that way it's not soggy for them, or they don't feel like, you know, it's an obligation to do it. It's like a journey to Ethiopia if they want to do it. But if not, if they wanted to like experience it alone or just with a fork, so the flavor will, you know, they're gonna get the flavor regardless.
Yeah.
Even if they have it over rice.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know?
And I think your injera is injera.
Yes, completely gluten free.
Your injera is amazing.
Thank you.
Like I told you yesterday, it's the first time I've ever seen it like that dark, and it's because you use straight
tiff. Yep, 100%. No wheat at all.
And I love that.
Thank you.
And I think it's
definitely, and I think that does make a big difference. You're right.
Yeah. Explain to me what Doro means to you.
It's funny you say that, because like our Easter this year falls on the same day as the American Easter, and for me, Doro means, I just feel like it's a traditional meal. So we serve it Christmas. It's a holiday, even though it's like it's like a luxury. You know what I mean? Like how you guys call steak or filet mignon.
Yeah.
That's our Doro. Like that's our steak. That's our filet. So like I said, holidays, Easter, New Year's. You know, we know that for sure we're gonna have Doro.
And because it's such a complex dish, like you have to have multiple people involved. So this person can bring that spice, this person brings that spice. So I love that that's one of the dishes that you highlight here, because I think it's an important one for anyone that's experienced Ethiopian cuisine.
Yes.
It's, people say it's the African mole, but as much as I love mole, I like Doro a lot more.
The thing is, like we do the coffee. We do the coffee, complimentary coffee.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, our filtered coffee. So we serve that with our food, which is the Doro. And it just makes, like I said, it just brings you, like, it's just full circle. You know what I mean? You gotta have the coffee. Because at first I just started doing the coffee.
Yeah.
But then I was like, people kept asking, well, do you have Ethiopian food? And I'm like, and then we started on the weekends, and then we started going during the week, and now we do it every day. You know, because like it is popular.
Yeah, let's dig into this coffee, because I loved it. It's extremely flavorful. It's everything I hear about Ethiopian coffee. Like I feel like I've really got it here.
Okay.
And I know it's very important. Like my family grows coffee, so I love coffee.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So how do you go about like making sure the coffees that you do get are like straight from Ethiopia and are traditional to you.
Okay, so the coffee that I use that's for like the ceremony or for the Ethiopian ceremony, it's bad from Ethiopia. So it's Ethiopian beans coming straight from Ethiopia. So I don't, buy it here. It's coming directly from Ethiopia.
Okay.
Shipped from Ethiopia to me.
Do you feel like a strong responsibility to stick to the authenticity?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, because I want, like I said, if I'm gonna call it Guzo, and Guzo means journey to Ethiopia, for me, I want to stick to the culture, the tradition, authenticity of the food, the spice. That's why I always warn people, look, if this food is not for you, I'm not gonna turn the heat down. Like, you gotta want to try it if you're willing to, take the heat. Because I don't want to, water it down. I don't want to dilute it with anything. I don't want to take spices away from it. I want people to try the food exactly how we serve it in Ethiopia, with flavor.
And you definitely taste that. I had the Doro, and every bite is most definitely a quick trip to Ethiopia.
Right.
It's beautifully done. I've had the meat, the chicken and the steak, and both were very, very good. Best Ethiopian food I have had.
Well, I appreciate that, seriously.
Yes.
Because I'm not even that much of a cook. It was normally my mom. My mom is the cook, honestly. My mom is like cook.
Yeah.
But she has been back home in Asmara for a while. She's Eritrean, so she's been back there, and but like I was more hands-on with the cooking part. But like she taught me everything I know. So
that's beautiful. Oh, so you got both in your family, the
yes,
Ethiopian.
my mom's Eritrean and my dad's Ethiopian.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, injera is very important. I mean, especially if you're gonna have Ethiopian food, is like that is the base. Injera is the base of the food. So if you don't have injera, what are you gonna eat it with a fork? So it's like, injera to us is very important. And like I said, I like it to be gluten free because I can't do wheat.
Yeah.
But injera is like, what can I say? It's like your, I don't know what cheesesteak is in Philly.
It's perfect,
it's
actually.
True,
yeah.
Though, like I know someone who literally has injera breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you for sitting down with me. I appreciate this.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you enjoyed the food and the tea as well. We're known for our Ethiopian tea.
Oh my God.
The iced tea. Yes.
Oh my God.
Exactly. That's what we're known for.
People, this tea. Come get the tea.
The Ethiopian iced tea.